Good morning, guys. It is Sunday morning. Gotta keep my voice down. People are sleeping. It's our last day staying in the Airbnb with my family this weekend. And Savannah and I got up. It's not super early. It's literally almost 8 now, but we got up a little earlier than everybody else rather than just sleeping in, because we wanted to just make the most of the last morning because we only have a couple hours. And it ended up being super rainy. It was super sunny yesterday. We're still gonna maximize this morning. It's still a dream morning for us. I get to go in the sauna, go outside by the ocean, make some coffee, read. It's perfect, so we're making the most of it. After this, when we take off, quick turnaround time, we get back, Savannah has a meeting for sailing. I'm gonna get some food in me, do a little bit of work, and then ripping to the gym and hitting legs. Gotta get that out of the way because right after lunch, Phil, one of our partners, we're meeting him at a boardroom in his apartment on the waterfront in the city. We're just having a session on some branding and product positioning and direction kind of things. Just some core like brand and product identity and stuff that we need to settle on. So we know that off like by heart and all that stuff like you iterate on as we go, but we need this like foundational document and foundational core items that formulate our brand and our product. So anyway, doing that this morning, I am reading. I've mentioned this before. I'm about halfway through it. This is Prototype to Product. Highly recommend this for anybody who's trying to deliver some kind of physical consumer electronics product. Anyway, this is great and it's really exciting reading it because like obviously we did our engineering degrees and stuff like that. And we also have like finance on the team as well. So we were able to pull together everything from product requirements to planning to actually building it and stuff pretty effectively. But reading through this again, it just highlights some of the things that like I'm very happy we did right, and lots of things are coming up that I'm pulling into our roadmap and working in to really like stabilize our foundation and streamline where we're going from here as we're getting closer and closer to delivering our first like fully functional miniaturized prototypes in a few weeks. So yeah, that's really reassuring. And speaking of those prototypes, like, man, coming along. Only Jackson, Matt, and I, not the other Matt, are going to this session. The other Matt is staying locked in the lab. He's an absolute CAD wizard. It's crazy. He was just staying at his house and grinding that out because we're very close to a first draft of that we're able to finish populating with all the electronics, all the flex PCB, the different printed circuit boards. And then once we do that, we can print that off. We can take it to the lens shop, make sure our grooves are right and everything, and perform a bunch of tests on it. So he's staying locked in on that. We're gonna step out and do some of the brand and product stuff. So yeah, very good day. I'm gonna continue reading a little bit. Got my coffee and we're gonna preheat the sauna.
posterior day in the books. I had to cut it short, kind of running out of time. It's like 10 after 1 right now. I got to get back, shower, eat lunch, and then it's like a 15-minute walk to Phil's spot where we're meeting up. So I had to cut it short, but kind of up the intensity. Also, I'm doing like, used to be very like powerlifting focused, but now I was literally deadlifting like a half of like my all-time 1 rep max. That was like sumo though, so like my conventional was always weaker anyway, but still, I was just going lower and really like focusing on the tempo. We've changed our programming a lot to be more bodybuilding focused, and it's been feeling really nice. I know my physique has gotten better, and it's just like, you can go super hard and like get a good sweat, great pump, destroy yourself and be super sore, but you just don't get that same kind of like absolutely destroyed energy drain that you get from powerlifting, which like right now, that's just like, it's not an option for us. Like we're all, like I'm saying us, Matt and I, lifting every day together. We can't afford to do that. Like we're working for 2 hours before we go to the gym every morning, then we go from the gym to our work day, and then we usually have work to do after our work day ends. So we can't be just like destroying ourselves just for the sake of hitting numbers in the gym. And also it just takes a toll on your body too, and there's a certain level of like commitment to recovery and everything that comes with that. So we've been enjoying this new programming, and today I was doing like higher reps on deadlifts, way lower weight, and just doing like 4 seconds down on every rep, except for the final like burnout set of 12 that I did. And it felt really nice. It was really good. Yeah, had a great workout. I'm heading back now. I'm gonna get myself cleaned up and fed. I've got food already prepped. That's been key, just having that. Like if you're trying to squeeze a lot into a little amount of time, you gotta prep your meals. You gotta have some forethought. There has to be food ready. Like if I was going back now and didn't have everything prepped, I'd be like, fuck, I gotta scramble, put something together, and I only have like 10 minutes, and it just wouldn't work out. So this enables you to make a lot more out of your days. A bunch of different like versions and like sheets and stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna try to clean it up. I was like, no, we'll just keep this as a normal one.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so it should be in good shape to pretty much get going. I don't need anything else from Matthew.
What's so then session, like the second one will be good because it'll be more like, focused now that we've got everything out on the table, explored the 2 different avenues, and got like good scientific feedback of like the challenges we could face trying to initially go down that other road. And so now we can commit to a direction and then really flesh that out with the pros. So yeah, that'll be really, really good.
You know what would be useful? If one of you can take a...
All right, just wrapped up with the guys. What a beautiful building. But anyway, we booked that boardroom, and we just spent like, I think we were there for like 3.5 hours, just like laid out all ideas on the table, what we're not gonna prioritize, what we are, like what our brand identity is, the main problem we're solving, and specifically what we're not going to solve. We wanted to, like, obviously we've come this far, we obviously have our ideas and everything, but we wanted to really narrow this down as we're getting closer to launching. So it was super, super valuable. And yeah, Phil's the guy to do that with us. Phil's an old family friend of mine. He's been very successful in business, particularly in like the branding and marketing space. He had an agency here, biggest one in Atlantic Canada. He ended up merging that with a few of the biggest agencies around Canada, including Arlene Dickinson from Dragon's Den, her agency, and they came together to form the Changemakers, which is one of the biggest agencies in North America. They work with everyone from local companies all the way up to like Meta, and so they're the real deal. Phil knows his stuff. So it was great just getting to sit in a boardroom for hours and flush all this stuff out. And so Phil's partner, Lisa, she's a pretty prominent doctor here in Nova Scotia. And so she came up and just started asking us a bunch of questions, digging in very deep into the science and the technology. And this is exactly the kind of rigor we need. So that was super, super valuable. And that also helped inform our direction as well in terms of what we want to claim and insights we want to provide and what we really want to hone in and focus on, which in particular is focus and helping knowledge workers optimize their mental performance. Yeah, super, super valuable. I'm very happy we took that time to do that. So we're working with Phil and his agency to really hone down like our core brand identity and funneling that into our pre-order campaign that we're going to be doing with them. So we're taking everything that we just figured out today, and now that we have a much more focused starting point on all this stuff, we're taking that to have another discovery session with them to further hone that in. Then they can take it away and start preparing things for the pre-order campaign. Yeah, this is the work like we don't really think about. Like we're just thinking about hardware, the app, the data, modeling, all this kind of stuff. And then these are like the core foundations that will really help our technology shine and turn into a very successful product. So I'm walking back now. I'm absolutely starving. It is, every year there's a burger week. I'm sure this happens in other places, but here in Halifax, there's a burger week. So all the restaurants come up with like a special burger and just try and, I think it's a whole competition. You rate them and all this kind of stuff. So Savannah and I are getting our burger week burger one tonight. So I'm gonna go see what kind of place she found, and hopefully she picks something out because I am ready to eat. All right guys, so no burger. It ended up getting too late and we just wanted to eat some normal food, and we watched a little bit of Iron Man, and now I'm just at my desk with the, with the red lights on. You gotta make sure if you're gonna be on your computer at night, well, first of all, we've got red lights there. We've got red lights there. Everything is red lights. And then also for the computer, you go, if you have a Windows, I don't know how you do it on Mac, it's probably the same, but Windows, you can go and set the nightlight settings so that it's on like full red, as far red as it can go. And then I just have it so it automatically turns on at like 5:30 or something. So anyway, it's still not perfect, but it definitely reduces a lot of like the blue light that you're gonna get if you need to go on your computer at night. Anyway, getting myself organized for tomorrow. Got to be very like prepared for these weekdays where I work at my job most of the week, or I work at my job most of the day. So I need to know exactly what I'm going to do in the morning so I can make the most of the morning sessions, and then need to know what I'm going to do after work, because sometimes when you get back and you're tired and you need to, your brain's a little overloaded, you need to know exactly what you're going to do, or else you might not end up doing anything at all. Yeah, so that was a great Sunday. Managed to get a good bit of stuff done despite getting to enjoy the day, so happy with that. Again, just takes a little bit of forethought and then you can enjoy your time and get shit done. So yeah, I'm basically done here. Just gonna polish up a few things, drinking my glutamine, getting sleepy, and off to bed. So thanks for watching, and get your ass to the next one.